He seems something unsettled.
What cheer? How is it with you, best brother?
You look as if you held a brow of much distraction. Are you moved, my lord?
No, in good earnest, how sometimes nature will betray its folly, its tenderness, and make itself a pastime to heart of bosoms. Look on the lines of my boy's face. Methought I did recoil 23 years, and saw myself unbreeched, in my green velvet coat, my dagger muzzled, lest it should bite its master, and so prove, as ornaments oft do, too dangerous. How like me, methought, I then was to this colonel, this squash, this gentleman. Mine honest friend, will you take eggs for money? No, my lord, I'll fight. You will. Why, happy man be's the door. My brother, are you so fond of your young prince as we do seem to be of ours?
If at home, sir, he's all my exercise, my mirth, my matter. Now my sworn friend, and then mine enemy, my parasite, my soldier, statesman, all. He makes a July's day short as December, and with his varying childless cures in me thoughts that would thick my blood.
So stands this squire office with me. We two will walk, my lord, and lead you to your graver steps. Hermione, how thou lovest us? Show in our brother's welcome. Let what is dear in Sicily be cheap. Next to thyself in my young rover, he's a parent to my heart.
If you would seek us, we are yours in the garden. Shall see you attend there?
To your own bents dispose you. You'll be found, be you beneath the sky. I am angling now, though you perceive me not, how I give line. Go to. How she holds up the Ned, the bill to him, and arms her with the boldness of a wife to her allowing husband. Gone already? Inch thick, knee deep, o'er head, and ears a forked one. Go play, boy, play. Thy mother plays, and I play too, but so disgraced a part, whose issue will hiss me to my grave. Contempt and clamor be my knell. Go play, boy, play. There have been, or I am much deceived, cuckold ere now. Many a man there is, even at this present, while I now speak this, holds his wife by the arm, that little thinks she has been sluiced in his absence, and his palm fished by his next neighbour, by Sir Smile, his neighbour. Nay, there's comfort in it. Whilst other men have gates, and those gates open, as mine, against their will, should all despair that have revolted wise, the tenth of mankind would hang themselves. Physics for it there is none. It is a bawdy planet that will strike where it is predominant, and 'tis powerful, think it, from east, west, north, and south, be it concluded no barricado for belly. Know it. It will let in and out the enemy with bag and baggage. Many thousand arms have the disease and feel it not. How now, boy? I am like you, they say. Why, that's some comfort. What, Camillo there?
Aye, my good lord.
Go play, Mamilius. Thou art an honest man. Camillo, this great sir will yet stay longer.
You had much ado to make his anchor hold. When you cast out, it still came home.
Noted?
He would not stay at your petitions, made his business more material.
Didst perceive it? They're here with me already, whispering round him. Cecilia is a so forth. 'Tis far gone, when I shall gust it last. How came it, Camillo, that he did stay?
At the good queen's entreaty.
At the queen's be it. Good should be pertinent, but so it is not. Was this taken by any understanding pate but thine? For thy conceit is soaking, will draw in, more than the common blocks. Not noted, is it, but of the finer natures? By some severals of headpiece extraordinary? Lower messes, perchance, to this are pure blind? Say!
Business, my lord. I think most understand Bohemia stays here longer.
Ha!
Stays here longer.
Aye, but why?
To satisfy your highness and the entreaties of our most gracious mistress.
Satisfy? The entreaties of your mistress satisfy? Let that suffice. I have trusted thee, Camillo, with all that nearest things to my heart, as well as my chamber counsels, wherein, priest-like, thou hast cleansed my bosom. I from thee departed thy penitent reformed. But we have been deceived in thy integrity, deceived in that which seemed so.
Be it forbid, my lord.
To bide upon it, thou art not honest, or, if thou inclinest that way, thou art a coward, which hoaxes honesty behind, restraining from course required. Or else thou must be counted a servant grafted in my serious trust, and therein negligent, or else a fool that seest the game played at home, the richer stake drawn, and takest all for jest.
My gracious lord, I may be negligent, foolish, and fearful in every one of these. No man is free. But that his negligence, his folly, fear among the infinite doings of the world, sometime puts forth. In your affairs, my lord, if ever I were willful negligent, it was my folly. If industriously I played the fool, it was my negligence, not weighing well the end. If ever fearful to do a thing where I the issue doubted, whereof the execution did cry out against the non-performance, 'twas a fear which oft infects the wisest. These, my lord, are such aloud the infirmities that honesty is never free of. But beseech your grace, be plainer with me. Let me know my trespass by its own visage. If I then deny it, 'tis none of mine.
Had you not seen, Camillo, but that's passed out, you have, or your eyeglass is thicker than a cuckold's horn, or heard, for too a vision so apparent rumor can be mute, or thought, for cognition resides not in that man that does not think. My wife is slippery? If thou wilt confess, or else be impudently negative, to have nor eyes, nor ears, nor thought, then say my wife's a hobby-horse, deserves a name as rank as any flax wench that puts two before her trough plight. Say it, and justify it.
I would not be a stander by to hear my sovereign mistress clouded so. Without your present vengeance taken, shrew my heart. You never spoke what did become you less than this, which to reiterate were sin as deep as that, though true.
Is whispering nothing? Is leaning cheek to cheek? Is meeting noses? Kissing with inside lip? Stopping the career of laughing with a sigh? A note infallible of breaking honesty? Horsing foot on foot? Skulking in corners? Wishing clocks more swift? Hours? Minutes? Noon? Midnight? And all eyes blind with pin and web but theirs only, that with unseen be wicked? Is this nothing? Why, then the world and all that's in it is nothing. The covering sky is nothing. Bohemia nothing. My wife is nothing. Nor nothing have these nothings, if this be nothing.
Good my lord, be cured of this diseased opinion, and betimes for 'tis most dangerous.
Say it be, 'tis true.
No, no, my lord.
It is, you lie, you lie. I say thou liest, Camillo, and I hate thee. Pronounce thee a gross lout, a mindless slave, or else a hovering temporizer, that can seize with thine eyes at once see good and evil, inclining to them both. Were my fair wife's liver infected as her life, she would not live the running of one glass.
Who does infect her?
Why, he that wears her like a medal hanging about his neck, Bohemia, who, if I had servants true about me, that bear eyes to see alike mine honour as their profits, their own particular thrifts, they would do that which should undo more doing. Aye, and thou